Okay, you know how we're always told that fresh is best, right? Well, what if I told you that your day-old pasta sitting in the fridge might actually be healthier than when you first cooked it? Yeah, it sounds a little weird, but there is some seriously cool food science behind this whole idea. So, could it be true? Is this some kind of diet life hack? Could the simple act of cooling and reheating your carbs actually change how your body uses them? Well, the answer is a big, surprising yes, and it all comes down to a very special kind of starch. And look, this isn't just some random theory. It's a real question people are asking all over the internet, wondering if this little kitchen trick has any actual science to back it up. Well, today we're going to get into it, and spoiler alert, it absolutely does. To understand what's happening here, we need to meet the star of our show, resistant starch. Now, this isn't your average everyday carbohydrate. It behaves in a really unique way inside our bodies, and as we're about to see, that turns out to be a very, very good thing. So what on earth is it? Well, it's pretty much what it sounds like. It resists digestion. See, most starches get broken down fast and give you about 4 calories per gram. But this one? It passes right through your small intestine, mostly untouched. That means you absorb fewer calories from it. We're talking closer to 2 per gram, before it moves on to do its real work. And the difference is huge. On one side, you've got your regular digestible starch. That gives you that quick burst of energy, but it can also spike your blood sugar. On the other side, resistant starch doesn't really get absorbed as sugar at all. Instead, it acts like a prebiotic fiber, becoming food for the good bacteria in your gut, and that means a much gentler impact on your blood sugar. So, how do we get more of this good stuff in our food? This is where the magic really happens. The sciencey name for it is retrogradation. And it's this awesome physical transformation that happens to starchy foods just by cooking them and then cooling them down. Think of it like this. The starch in a freshly cooked potato or a steaming bowl of pasta is like a loose, messy ball of yarn. It's all soft and unraveled. This makes it super easy for your digestive enzymes to get in there and snip it apart into sugar for quick energy. But then you put that food in the fridge and something really cool happens. That loose ball of yarn starts to wind itself back up. The molecules realign into a tight, dense, almost crystal-like structure. And this new structure, it's way tougher for your enzymes to break down. They just can't get in there to cut it up so easily anymore. Okay, so we've changed the starch. We've made it tougher. But so what? What does that actually mean for our health? Let's look at the proof, because the research on this is really clear, and honestly, it's pretty exciting. Check out this chart from a 2015 study. It shows that freshly cooked white rice has just over half a gram of resistant starch. But look what happens when it's cooled for 24 hours and then reheated. The resistant starch more than doubles. And here's the best part, even reheating it doesn't undo the change. And here's the real payoff. That same study looked at the blood sugar impact. Eating the cooled and reheated rice led to a significantly lower blood sugar response. That is a huge deal for managing your energy levels and just your overall metabolic health. And beyond blood sugar, this stuff is a superhero for your gut. Since it makes it all the way to you colon undigested, it becomes a feast for your good gut bacteria. They ferment it and produce amazing things like butyrate, which is the main fuel for the cells lining your colon. It literally helps keep your gut walls strong and healthy. Now, I know this sounds like a lot of science, but here's the absolute best part. It is so simple to actually do this. You don't need any special gadgets. You don't need fancy ingredients. All you need is a little patience and a fridge. So here it is, your 3-step guide. First, just cook your pasta, rice, potatoes, whatever, just like you normally would. Second, let it cool down, then stick it in the fridge for at least 12 hours, maybe a full day. And third, enjoy it. You can eat it cold in a salad, or you can go ahead and reheat it. The benefits you created are going to stick around. So the next time you're making a batch of rice, maybe you make a little extra on purpose. It's amazing how this simple process can impact everything from blood sugar to gut health. It really makes you think. Maybe the secret to healthier carbs isn't always about restriction, but sometimes it's just about a little bit of patience.